What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life.
And Katie.
On a recent video, Nick Johnson said that this, Valley, Alabama, was the best place in Alabama to live. He did a video of the best cities in every state. And he said that this right here, Valley, Alabama, was the best place in Alabama to live. Now, I've never been here before. This is my first time in Valley, Alabama. So we're gonna drive around and see if that statement makes any sense. Now, I have never been here before, like I said before, and we're just driving around to see if it makes sense. There's some very nice luxury apartments here. They don't look bad at all. This city is located close to Auburn, which is a nice city. It's also located next to the Georgia. It's right on the Georgia-Alabama line. So we're going to see if it makes sense that this really is, in fact, one of the best cities in Alabama. He said it was the best place to live in Alabama. So we're going to take a drive through the city and see if that makes any sense. Right on the entrance of the city, there was... Notice the yellow and blue flowers. I think they're going for the color of football team, maybe, almost, or it's kind of blue and orange. It's possible that they're going for the Auburn Tigers colors, kind of, in a way, or they're going for blue and yellow for some other reason. But
maybe they just look nice.
I don't know, I think they're going, there's a reason why they went with those colors. So Valley, never been here before. We're about to drive through and see if that statement makes any sense at all. What do you see? You're pointing. I'm driving. You're pointing. I don't know what you're pointing at, okay? I'm gonna treat you the way he treats Mappy. What? What do you want?
I was just poking at you because you want to treat me bad.
So far, this doesn't look bad. Is it the best place to live in Alabama, though? As Nick Johnson states, we'll find out. So far, it doesn't look bad. But he said it was the best place to live in Alabama. And if it's misleading, we have a problem because, you know, if he considers this to be the best place in Alabama, and there's better places, then, well, that's misleading, and it makes all the other it makes the state look bad. Because somebody from, let's say somebody from California sees that video and says, well, this is the best place in Alabama, and they come here and they see this, and they're like, oh, this is the best place in Alabama, I don't want to see the rest of it. And that's kind of the way I feel this video might go, but I could be wrong.
Has he even been here?
That's what I would like to know.
Yeah.
This does not look impressive to me so far.
No.
I mean, it doesn't look like the worst in Alabama. But look, you made a video saying this right here, where we're at right now, is the best place in Alabama. So if this is the best place in Alabama, and a lot of people are now starting to move here to this little town, believe it or not. I wonder if he owns real estate here. He's just trying to, like, his parents own like a bunch of real estate here, and just says, this is the best place. No, let's see. But anyways, what's going on here? What are they doing? I missed it. So anyways, he made a video saying that this is the best place in Alabama. And my concern is if it's misleading information and people come here and then, well, this is the best place in Alabama, and they see this and, oh, if this is the best place in Alabama, I don't want to see the rest of it. But we'll find out. According to Nick Johnson, the best place to live in Alabama. Staying alive. No loud music. Hey, what's up? People are so friendly out here.
Yeah.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Da 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 da. I hate this stupid new mount we got. You can see the little plastic thing that holds it together on the edge. It's annoying. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Da da da, staying alive. right now we're on
That tree is
Wood.
gorgeous.
Yeah, ours is supposed to be purple.
Really?
I think is that a dogwood? That's what ours is gonna look like in a few days.
Ooh, I will be happy.
Well, not exactly. I think our flowers might be bigger than that. We'll see what it looks like in a few days. You see it this morning? I saw it last night and I was like really impressed. It's gonna look pretty.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Da, da, da. I know a lot of people are friendly here. Da, da, da. Staying alive, staying alive. Nice little score right there. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. People seem. At least that guy was friendly, really friendly. He was like waving and everything. That's one thing I like about people. Is that truck for sale? Got a sign on it. What's it say?
Truck for sale.
How much do they want for it?
$1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. It's hard to find. I wonder if it drives. Huh. Give me a second here. Let me just take a picture of it. It's hard to find anything cheap in Alabama, so if it drives, it's $1,000. I'd love to check it out if it drives. I hope you were talking while I was out there.
I wasn't.
You wasn't?
No.
Come on, dude. You gotta keep these people entertained,
Oh,
man.
I guess I'll figure out how to entertain people.
You gotta entertain them.
Yeah.
You weren't talking. He wants $1,000 or better offer. That's not bad at all. Think about it, because in our part of Alabama where we live, you can't find anything. If it drives, if it even drives,
It's
then it's $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $3,000. So maybe in this little town nobody wants this truck, but in the part of Alabama where we live, that little thing for $1,000 just to have something to play around with. I mean, crap, just to if it drives, if it just drives,
Is it stick?
it's automatic.
Oh.
It's a clunker. But you think about it, like if it just drives in our part of Alabama where we live, it might not be a bad thing to have. Just to have it on our front yard and say we have it. $1,000 is like nothing. Like if our truck breaks one day, we have that as a backup. I mean, most of our jobs are right in our neighborhood.
Oh.
Staying alive, staying alive. Da, 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 da. Are you supposed to stop here? Oh well. Da, 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 da. My concern is that this isn't the best place to live in Alabama. And if you're telling people that this is the best place to live in Alabama,
Oh my gosh.
and then they come, it looks kind of good over there. If they do come over here and they look at this and they think this is the best place in Alabama,
I'll tell you, Talladega looked better than this.
this looks trashier than Talladega. This looks trashier than Talladega. I'm not even gonna go. That's what's wrong with these YouTubers. They make videos and they have no idea what they're talking about.
It's like he's never come here.
He's never come here. I've been to Talladega. This does look kind of. It's like on a Talladega level.
Yeah.
Now we're in the southern part. Well, we're in the heart of it right now. We're in the south central part of it.
Do they have like a town center or
We'll
like
see.
a
We'll
business
see.
district?
It looks pretty trashy to me though. There's nothing this scary in Millbrook where we live.
No.
Where we live in Millbrook, there's nothing this scary. This looks like Talladega. This is like Talladega back here. You see the guy with all the tattoos doing one his front lawn without a shirt?
Yeah.
And it's what is today? Monday morning? On a Monday morning. I mean, like, yeah, he's like out there with. I'm not criticizing having tattoos or looking like he looks like that. That's not a problem.
No.
I'm just saying, like, when you drive in the neighborhood and you see that, it doesn't really give you the best appearance,
Yeah.
first initial Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. But dude, imagine like people from California. I saw in that California group at least 4 people saying they're gonna move to Valley, Alabama. And they come here and they're like, well, this is the best place we got. Imagine if you come to a state and they tell you this is the best thing there is in the state, and then you come here and see this and you're like, I don't want to see the rest of it. I'm just gonna go back to Georgia. What's this right here? Coin laundry?
Yeah.
Staying alive, staying alive. You know what's funny is like every time we say something negative about a person, or like even remotely negative about a person, the person comes on the show like, hey man, I'm the guy with the tattoos that was mowing the lawn. Man, I've been watching your channel for years now, and after that comment, I don't think I can follow you anymore. It's a small world. And one of our subscribers will be like, that's my uncle.
Yeah.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. I bet he's gonna wave at us, so watch. He's when we pass by, he's gonna wave.
He's like,
No, he's not. He did. He did. He looked at us.
he can't.
He's got the weed whacker. Nothing about Alabama. This is like Talladega trashy. You got a point there. You imagine like this is the best place in the state. You come out here, you see this, like, oh no, I've had enough.
There are a lot of other probably better places.
And I'm sure there are. Millbrook is better. Well, we live in Millbrook. No exaggeration. This is worse than Millbrook.
Do they even have a Starbucks? I mean, these are Californians coming out here.
Yeah, California's coming out here. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
You come from California, move somewhere cheaper, and your favorite YouTuber tells you this is the best place in the state. You come out here and you're just like, this is the best that Alabama has to offer. It's blasphemy. It's downright blasphemy.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not even, like, this is scarier than Millbrook where we live.
There is a Woody van on that car lot.
Nice. That's all there is.
Yeah.
And it's a Chrysler, right?
Yeah.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
Plymouth Voyager, I think.
Plymouth Voyager. Staying alive.
But the Dodges look like that too.
Dude, this looks more hood. Look at this barbershop. It looks hood. I'm not criticizing it, by the way, guys. I mean, it's about the same as where we live in Millbrook. No loitering or loud music. That's the second loud music sign that I see. Usually when there's signs that say no loud music, it indicates one simple thing, that people like to park while blasting music in businesses and places. Which is about the trashiest thing you could do. Which I like to do that, by the way, so I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying, I do it, but I recognize that it's a trashy thing to do. Staying alive, staying alive.
Not everyone wants to listen to polka at full blast.
I do. Staying alive, staying alive. We're in the Fairfax area. And by the way, there's a little section back here that I really want to check out. I'm going to do a 40-minute video on this town.
Yeah.
Just so that way, they're always like, you're really showing the bad side of town. This actually looks
We
like...
showed all the sides of town.
We're going to show all the sides of town. Let's go back in here. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. That looks alright in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Cape Cod house up on that hill.
Yeah.
Staying alive. It doesn't look horrible. I'm not saying it looks horrible. It looks about average. It's a little average for anywhere. Metal bars on the windows. That's never a good sign. Staying alive, staying alive.
That's
staying
pretty.
Alive.
Look at that house.
Yeah. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
This has a lot of Talladega
This
vibes.
has like, yeah. Look at these Cape Cods. Some of these houses are pretty though. Look at that little Cape Cod looking house. I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm definitely not saying it's horrible. What I'm saying is I really doubt, I doubt it's the best place in Alabama. Or best small town or best anything. I'm definitely not saying it's bad. I actually like a lot of things. Look at this little house right here on the right, on the left. I love those like older houses like that. I love it. The houses here don't even have, this one's got a shaker, this one's got a window shaker, that one's got a window shaker. None of these houses have central heating and air. Does that one have, the roof is bad on that one?
Yeah.
And do you see a central air? I don't see a central air on any of these houses.
I see a lot of shakers.
Yeah, window shakers. That's not ever a good thing.
This one has central
It gets
air.
cold over. Well, this doesn't snow here, but it still gets cold. It could snow here. It's very unlikely. Do you see any central air conditioners? Let me know if you see a central air.
I've seen one so far.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Da, da, da.
2, 3.
Head south on Church Street.
This town has like a New England vibe.
In 400 feet, turn left onto East
As far as
Railroad
like
Street.
houses and
Turn
stuff.
left onto East Railroad Street, then turn right onto
No,
River
I'm
Road.
by no means criticizing the town. I'm just saying I don't think it's the best place in Alabama.
I think I just saw California.
Oh, you're gonna see license plates from California everywhere.
No, the person.
Don't say that. You're not scared.
Turn right onto River Road,
Yeah.
then
I
turn
actually
left
like
onto
it.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like your town, but
No.
if you're from here, I'm not saying I don't like your town. I'm just questioning whether it's the best place. Best place to live in Alabama. That's
Yeah.
what we're debating.
Turn left onto Boulevard, then turn left onto Jefferson Street. Turn left onto Jefferson Street, then turn right onto Morgan Street.
I love these neighborhoods. Front porches. I wonder what the.
Turn right
crime
onto
rates
Morgan
are.
Street.
Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. I mean, it's not like Homewood pretty, but
In
it's
1,000 feet, your destination will be on the left.
it's got character. It's just in rough shape.
Head
This one burned
southeast
down.
at Jefferson Street toward Bland Street.
Squirrel out of the way, man.
600 feet, turn right onto Bland Street.
Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Make a good cover photo. But it's sad. Man, we got 2 cars and you can tell somebody was living in that one. That is always horrible. You know, Alabama people have a way of helping, coming through and helping each other when there's something bad happens.
Yeah.
They really do. Staying alive.
Turn right
staying
onto Bland
alive,
Street, then
staying
turn
alive.
left onto Morgan
This
Street.
neighborhood's gonna be pretty in the.
Spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By no means the best place in Alabama.
I've always loved houses with porches like
I
that.
like front porches.
Screened in porch.
Staying alive. By the way, if you're watching from Valley, Alabama, let me hear your opinion. You live here. There's a new house right here.
Head northeast on Bland
And I
Street
like how they
toward
made it
River
look
Road.
like the,
In 500
the
feet,
original.
turn right onto River Road.
Like kept it original to the neighborhood
Yeah.
style.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when they put in a new house and they like don't conform to the
Turn
neighborhood.
right onto River Road, then turn right onto Spring Street.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Let's run up to the Walmart Supercenter.
Mm-hmm. That always gives you some insight.
7 minutes away. Start.
Turn left onto River Road.
Turn left into River Road. Kids playing
Half a
basketball.
mile, slight right toward Boulevard.
That's always good. Ooh. The house looks kind of hoody and trashy. Got like weeds growing through it. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Dun, 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 dun. Push it real good. Da 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 da. Push it real good. Bum ba dum bum. Oh, that's a nice little. This is called Fairfax, but it's within. It's kind of like a section of the city. I guess it must have been like another city, and then like it got incorporated into the city or something.
Slight right toward Boulevard, then slight right onto Boulevard.
So there's no Publix here, is there? No Publix. I like how it's laid out.
Slight right onto Boulevard.
It's not laid out bad. You kind of like. It flows really well. Da 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 da. Push it real good. Bum ba dum bum. Da da da. Push it real good.
Continue on US 29 north for 3 miles.
Ba da da ba da boom. I think Jackson, Mississippi is better than this. Not Jackson, Mississippi, like Madison, Mississippi. This kind of reminds me of that. I'm not sure why. Oh, I love these Cape Cod houses.
Yeah.
These Cape Cods. I would like to buy a turn of the century home. Remember that South Park where they're making fun of like the house flippers?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get rid of this wall and go with an open concept. Remember that?
Vaguely.
Like, you remember like South Park? It's like, we're gonna.
All I remember from South Park is that one episode with the whale,
Whale.
the orca.
You and your orcas.
Yeah. The theme park employees are trying to fool the kids into thinking the orca's talking and the orca lives on the moon. So they send the orca to the moon. Yeah.
This reminds me of Citrus Springs in Florida.
Yeah.
These little windy up and down roads.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so there's just a neighborhood here. Nice truck. I don't know if I should just keep going. It's kind of nice around here. Kind of nice. This is pretty. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I like the way the houses in the neighborhood. It's kind of like an old little town. It's nothing. Now we're in the Langdale. It looks pretty here. Not bad at all. I love how the road kind of winds its way through here. Oh, look at the little creek right there. That's pretty. Two fireplaces. Let me get in the slow lane. Ooh, that looks like an old building. What is that? I gotta check that out. It's like an old school or something. I love old buildings. It's got a historical marker. What's it say? Manufacturing company?
Yeah.
Nice. Valley Masonic Temple. Ooh, this neighborhood looks really pretty over here. I love the houses, like the way they got the front porches, like every. This really reminds me of what's the city we went to that wasn't too far away from here? On the other side of this, we did a video there.
Lynette?
It's like a nice version of Lynette. It's like if Lynette wasn't Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty here. I pretty much got it from here. Thank you, sir. 6.6. Dun 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 dun. Push it real good. Dun 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 dun. Belglade. Days of Dukes, them Days of Dukes, Days of Dukes, them Days of Dukes. The Belglade, Miami. Hialeah. Dun 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 dun. I see them Days of Dukes, them Days of Dukes, Days of Dukes. Belglade, Miami. Let me see them Days of Dukes. I'm seeing them Days of Dukes. Them Days of Dukes. Days of Dukes. I'm not gonna lie, I like this place a lot. It's got Hood like any town. Are we driving like into this property at this point?
I don't know what you're doing. I just go along with it.
I like it. I don't know if this is a private. Ooh, this is nice. Kind of like Hilly.
Nah, you're fine.
It reminds me kind of like of an Appalachian town, you know? Like where you're just gonna stumble across somebody that's gonna stab you with a needle in your neck or something. That cat looks so gangster. Yeah, it sure is. He's up to no good. He knows he's up to no good. You see how like ran away? This reminds me like of one of those like Appalachian crack towns, you know, like where the coal industry left and now everybody's just waiting for the next food stamps to hit so they can trade for crack.
Am I missing something about this town?
What was the song I was singing yesterday? And then I turned it into a Hialeah song. Remember I was singing it yesterday?
You expect me to remember
I was
things
singing
I
it for
tune
dude, I was singing
out.
it for 2 hours. You tuned out to me singing? Ooh,
Yes.
Look at the front porches on those houses. I love it. That would make a great cover photo. That's gonna be our cover photo. Let me see how I can get up there. I love the front porches of these houses. Look at these houses here. Oh, there's more on that way. Okay, we're gonna swing around the street again. I love it. Potholes are like crazy. You know, this reminds me of like Beverly Hills, Florida. I'm getting so many citrus. This is like, I don't know. It still looks hood. It looks kind of like Appalachian hillbilly hood. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it just has like these Appalachian hillbilly hood type of vibes. Let me see if I can pull around. I like what I see though, but at the same time, I recognize it's not what somebody. I don't know if I can label this the best in Alabama though. I like it for my personal taste. You know what I mean? Do they have metal bars here? They don't have metal bars. Do they?
No.
A little bit of litter, not too much. It's just enough to feel like we're at home. I love the front porch houses in Australia over there.
And there's no Publix or Starbucks in this
No Publix
town?
or Starbucks. I mean, yeah, it's the thing. No Publix or Starbucks. Don't get me wrong. And in the spring, when these trees come through, it's gonna look pretty.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not criticizing the town. I actually like it, but it's not fair to label the best place in Alabama.
No.
Not by far. I love the little house up on a hill like that. I like it from my personal standing. But if I was gonna make a list of best places in Alabama, this wouldn't even register.
The top 10.
Yeah, it wouldn't even register on my list. If I was making a top 10 Alabama, this wouldn't even register on my top 20, 30. It wouldn't be a contender.
Yeah.
Like, this is nice for like somebody like us who likes hood stuff, and you know what I mean. Like, is okay. Like, I live here. Like, no, hands down, I live here. But not everybody has our hillbilly taste that we have. You know what I mean?
And what I can tell is it's like in
The Chattahoochee River is right there too.
Yeah, the homes are in the hood historic period.
Yeah, this is definitely a good point. This is what we call a hood historic district. It's like where it's a historic district, but it's a hood one. These houses are from the hood Renaissance period. You know what I mean? They're from the hood Renaissance period. It's a period of architecture when the architects were going for like, okay, eventually these are going to be the hoods of the future. We call it the hood Renaissance period, or the historic, a hood historic district. It's a historic district in the hood. Now the hood historic district is a historic district that turns into a hood. So it's got like it's a historical place, but it's also hood. That's what we refer to a hood historic district. Then you also have the hood Renaissance period. Now the hood Renaissance period was from the 1920s to about 1967. It's when they were building houses, and they knew these were going to be hoods one day. It's not like they were building these houses and like, these are going to be great and everything. They knew what they were doing. They're too close to each other. They all had front porches. That's what we call the hood Renaissance period. And I'm sorry, but I like this for my own personal hillbilly taste. I'd consider moving to Appalachia one day, okay? So for my personal hood taste, this is fine. Look at that house up there. It's got like plywood on the windows. It doesn't have central air. It's got a window shaker. It's up on a hill. It's got mold growing on it. For my personal hillbilly taste, this is perfect. But I would not consider putting this on a best anything at all.
No.
Imagine somebody comes from California and they think this is the best the state has to offer. That's embarrassing. It's offensive, really. Unless you like hood stuff, in which case it's actually pretty good. I could see me living here.
I would recommend
Looks really
Huntsville to someone coming from California more than I would
this.
do
But
this.
I think it was a small city, so it couldn't be. Huntsville's too big.
Yeah.
But like, Millbrook is nicer than this.
Oh, yes.
And we're 15 minutes from a Publix. How far are you from a GPS a Publix from here? GPS a Publix. If they have a Publix and a Starbucks, you have to have that. Oh, the sun came out for a second. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama.
You'd be going to LaGrange.
You'd have to go into another state to get a Publix. How far away is it?
It is 27 minutes.
Too far. It's 27 minutes from a Publix. What about a Starbucks? She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. A hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hoochie mama.
19 miles and 26 minutes.
To a Starbucks.
Yep.
That's not reasonable. We're, from our house, we're 15 minutes from a Starbucks and 15 minutes from a Publix from where we live. In Millbrook. If you don't have a Publix, you don't have a Starbucks. You just can't do it if you're from California. You gotta go into a different state for both?
Yep.
Come on, man. That's offensive. That is very offensive to my culture. You are offending my culture, man. This is used car dealership. I'm gonna have to call this one a bust.
Yeah.
What do you think? Total fail, totally irresponsible.
Unless I see something
Totally,
else.
one, he's either trolling. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's definitely being misleading.
He probably hasn't even been here.
He's probably never been. There's no way. There's a Korean thing, right? I think that's Korean. There is no way this is Alabama's best anything. Nope. Gonna have to call this a bust. Why will you make a YouTube video if you have no... Imagine, if I started making top 10 lists, like he does and top whatever, we would be making like $200,000 a year in like a 2-year period. But you don't know what you're talking about. You know, like, I make top 10 lists about Florida and Alabama so far. And I haven't even done Georgia yet, and I'm very familiar with Georgia. I've spent a lot of time in Georgia. I've spent 100 days in Georgia in the last 4 years, probably easy. But I'm not gonna make a video about Georgia if I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You know, like, it's easy to go on the internet, make YouTube videos that get 1 million views. I can do that. But if the information is misleading people, imagine, like, I'm from California. I see this guy's video. I come to this place thinking this is the best Alabama has to offer. And when I pull up to this intersection, and I'm like, is that a Ford Bronco? It is. 2 Ford Broncos. And a Chevy, whatever the crap that is. Dude, you told me this is the best the state has to offer? Very misleading. What do you think, Katie? Where are you standing on? I think it's very misleading. Extremely misleading. Yeah, no doubt.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, the restaurants and stuff are new, like the chains.
There's a few things here and there.
Yeah, like the Taco Bell looks brand
San
new.
Marcos, we have that.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. Waffle House, Burger King, like that. There's nothing like. I haven't seen one single like small.
I can tell this town is growing.
Yeah, it's growing. It's got life. It's kind of like Millbrook. It's got activity going on. It's not a dead town. It's not a dead town. They have new Dunkin' Donuts and a Waffle House. Atlanta's this way. But this is to call this.
You're getting back on 85?
Yeah, we're heading towards Atlanta.
Okay, you aren't gonna explore more of their town?
That's it. Well, what is there more to see? 30.
There's more over there.
Oh, that's Lynette on that side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to go there. Misleading, definitely. Actually, disappointingly misleading.
Yeah. Like.
Just wrong. I mean, they're next to Lynette. Even Millbrook. Not even because we live there, but honestly, Millbrook is way better than that.
Yeah.
Did you see a single? I saw one new house and it wasn't even that big.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Totally misleading. I think we're about to be in Georgia like in 2 seconds. Here's a Chattahoochee! Chattahoochee! Mama, dame tu Chattahoochee, dame tu Chattahoochee, dame tu Chattahoochee. We're in Georgia! Georgia! You're driving. We're back to driving. Georgia is on my mind. Hialeah is on my mind. Welcome, center of Georgia. Now we're in the Georgia. Man, the brakes were bad in this thing. Georgia. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. And we ain't had a good song since 98.
It's a family reunion.
Yeah, they're Latinos. I'm gonna guarantee they're Latinos. Yeah. Oh, we should take a picture. No, not be Koreans. There's a lot of Koreans out here. You know, it's hard to tell Koreans from Mexicans. Very, very. Other day I walked up to a guy. I'm like, hola, señor, ¿cómo está? He's like, I am Korean. I'm like, my bad, bro. You look like a Mexican. It's like, I can't tell the difference between Koreans and Mexicans. I'm not gonna lie, I really can't. It's wrong, but I can't. I can't tell the difference. I really can't. Wow, this is a very taboo subject. All right, guys. Y'all have a beautiful day, and that's my opinion about it. Hey, we're in Georgia now. You guys have been asking for Georgia. Unlike other YouTubers who make up stuff as they go, we actually hit the ground and show you guys what it's like. Yeah. So make sure you like and subscribe, and tell Nick Johnson that Jose says, stop lying. Why are you always lying?